All right, I hope I am alive. Am I alive? I hope so. You know why? Because today is a good day. Today's a good day. I am feeling fierce, fab, fun. Like, yes, okay. You guys, I finally did it. I did DIY eyebrow extensions. I cannot wait to tell you all about it. Well, I'm telling you, I feel great. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much fun today. When I tell you that I am living the dream, like I'm totally living the dream. Oh my gosh, like what do y'all say we get started right now? Okay, that messed up. I don't know why. Anyway, hello everybody. Valerie Nicole right here, coming to you live from the suburbs of Washington D.C. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about DIY brow extensions. My whole take on it. So I want you guys to see the finished product here. I'm gonna get super duper close and hopefully this will auto focus. My lashes aren't the best right now. They're starting to come off, but look at these brows. Wait, I got a piece of hair and I'm backwards in this thing, so I don't know what's happening. Okay. You see these brows? Check out these brows, son. Look at this. I did that. Now, for those of you that know me and follow me closely, you know I have no eyebrows, okay? So I'm going to have a before and after picture where one eyebrow is done and one isn't on my Instagram. So if you guys want to see that before and after and how drastic of a change it is, you can over there. The Instagram info, it's right here. Um, but here's the thing. So yesterday, I actually did these yesterday. Yesterday I was sitting around just kind of hanging out. I had one of those lazy days. I did not feel like working. I work from home and I was like, I don't feel like doing work today. So so my daughter and I were talking about DIY um, lashes, and then she was telling me about DIY brows. And hold on, let me change that privacy. So I start thinking to myself, I could probably do that. I'm a stylist. I'm a cosmetologist. I know what I'm doing, you know? Why not try these out? So, we went and I got lashes. So, do I have this stuff nearby or do I need to get up? I went and bought lashes and I just cut the band off and I used those hairs because I wanted to start off with something really cheap to practice with so that if I mess this all up, I can just wash it off and not be mad, right? But if I go and spend like $50, $70 on trying to do these myself and it didn't even turn out right, I'd be totally pissed. So, yeah, I went and bought like a pack of 5 pair of lashes for like 11 bucks. Plus, I got my cosmetology discount. So, yay. Came back and just sat back and relaxed because I was like, this is probably going to take me all day because I don't know what I'm doing and I had never heard of it before. So, I just watched a couple of YouTube videos on it. If I can remember who I watched, I'll be sure to put a link in my description box. But I watched a couple of videos and saw it's just as simple as making sure you've got some strong glue that's clear and you've got the hairs that aren't too long and also not too curly, all that kind of stuff. So the lashes I bought to wear are wispy. That's different from the ones that I bought for my brows. They were just basically just straight, your average, lash, band lash. So I cut those off and I turned on Netflix and just took my time with it. So there's this really cool new show on Netflix that I was watching in Espanol so I could work on my Spanish. And so I was watching that. I was watching IT Crowd. I was watching Scandal. Just like a bunch of stuff to just pass the time so that I wouldn't try to rush through this. And I've got a couple of just things that I wanted to share with you if you are considering brow extensions, what does it look like? What does it feel like? And then if you're considering doing them yourself, you know, if you fit this checklist, then yeah, you should do them yourself. Otherwise, go pay to get it done. Okay. Um, so, some things to cover with brow extensions. I mean, they feel fine. You don't, you know, it doesn't feel like they're on. Like I know lashes can feel like sometimes when you first start wearing those. Um, when the glue is first settling, it can kind of feel a little rubber cementy, you know, like rubber cement like, because it's still, you know, a bit tacky. You definitely do not want to touch your brows at all. I remember several times touching my brows and then, oh, there goes a there goes a hair. So another thing that I realized about doing these is that they don't take as long as I thought they would. It only took me maybe somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes per brow, and that was my first time doing it, and also the fact that I don't really have brows. So if you're the type of person that, you know, you already have a pretty good shape and you just want to fill in a little more because you don't want to use makeup for it or whatever, then it'll probably take you even less time than myself. But I'm telling you guys, I have no brows. It's like looking at Whoopi Goldberg when my makeup is off. Okay. Like seriously. No offense to Whoopi. I love Whoopi, but I'm just saying. Okay. My brows, I mean, they're so thin and have no shape, and it's just it's a mess. And that I've always been a brow specialist because I spent so much time trying to figure out how can I make my brows thicker. So with me, you guys know I love long hair. I love black hair. So you really want to have nice thick brows to go with long black hair. And I would always have to use makeup. So when I heard about extensions, it had never dawned on me that you could add hairs to your brows. I've heard of the lace front brows, and I was like, oh heck no, you're not gonna get me a nose, okay? But these were a little different because it was still me, and it would probably reduce the amount of time it took me to do my makeup. So I was like, heck, why not? Let's at least try it and see. So you want to make sure you get the right glue, so that it's not gonna dry crusty and it's not gonna dry white, you know, nothing like that. So as you can see, you don't see anything. It just looks like I just got my brows waxed, and I mean, it's fabulous, honey. Way better than anything that I expected, especially doing this for the first time. Another thing is if I were to do this again, which I probably will, I don't know if I would use the same lashes. I think I would use brow extensions where the hairs are super straight. But then again, not sure yet, because when I was coming around, like right at the apex and beyond, right, it was really helpful to have a lash that's curled slightly, you know, hairs that's slightly curled, because for those of you who have seen my brows, y'all know right up in here, they start to curl a lot. My natural brows do. So to be able to put some additional curl, you know, just a slight curve to the hair, was fine. So I really want to like show you guys. I'm gonna have to get up. Hold on. Just y'all still there? Okay. All right. So I'm back. So I don't even know what I used, y'all. Like I gotta look at the box, honey. I don't know. I use Kiss lashes. Okay, use Kiss, and these are the ones I used. As you can see, there's still some extra hairs in there. Okay, maybe if I take off the cover. Oh, I don't want them to fall out. Ah, I don't want them to fall out. But yeah, so y'all still see some hairs. So I would just cut off the band. You can see I used 5 lashes, but honestly, I could have really just gone with 4. I just wanted to make them super thick, and those first couple of hairs I tried to put on, I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and they did fall off. So I needed some practice, but after like a good 5 minutes, I got the hang of it. But yeah, this is what I use. So I want you to see, you know, like the hair curves just ever so slightly. Can you all see that? Is it? Okay, so that it's not super straight, because I would think, especially for women of color, or if you have naturally curly hair, that probably your brows curl too, just like mine. So yeah, that was helpful towards the end. But in the front, what I did was I took short hairs that were more straight than curly, and I layered. So I actually started putting some way up here first, like midway through my brow, and then I came back and put some at the very bottom to create the line. Okay, so I love it because now I can finally see my brows at a distance. All right, yeah, I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So tell me what you guys think. Have you ever considered doing brow extensions, all that good stuff? Leave that in the comments. Oh, and by the way, if you wanted to know, so like I said, what I use on my actual lashes are different from what I used on my brows. See how these are more just straight out? They just flare right out. These are wispy, so they crisscross and it looks more natural to me. And then for my bottom lashes, I just put on mascara. Boom. So my favorite feature is my eyes, which is why I always like to play them up. I always have makeup on my eyes, or at bare minimum, I've got on, my brows are done and my lashes are done, top and bottom. Okay. Um, what else was I going to tell you guys? Oh yeah. So, uh, the glue, I don't think I have the glue with me. And the glue started clumping up on me like once I was on my second brow because I didn't put the top back on right. And then it started spilling out and all that. It was a mess. And I don't have the glue with me. But I just used a lash glue that came in a tube with a brush. And I just brushed some of it out onto, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it was onto the, just on the case, you know. So it was almost like a palette for me. Some things that you will need. This came with the pack of things that I bought, but you will need a spoolie, and you will probably need one, maybe two tweezers. This was my favorite. I use these the most. And then when these started getting glue on them, then I use these. um, yeah, but a clear super strength lash glue was enough for me. This does take a little bit of time to dry. So when you first dip the hair in and then you apply it to your brow, you will see a little dot of white glue. And then as it starts to dry, then it turns like an iridescent purple, and then finally it's crystal clear. So I did this around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening and was completely done by like 6:30 with everything, and then going back and checking it and is it even, and going back again and all that. Um, and then I let these dry overnight. You want to be careful about when you go to bed. Um, Try to sleep on your side or on your back. Definitely, like, I found myself sometimes sleeping like this, so I didn't do that last night because these hairs will be gone. I took a shower this morning, washed my hair this morning. Everything still is on nice. So the steam won't really mess with it too much. It will loosen up the glue slightly, but you don't want it. You don't want to be in the shower too long. When you also don't want water just dripping down your face. When you get out, pat dry, you're good to go. But I mean, I washed my face this morning with my little what is that? The exfoliant brush, the exfoliating brush where it spins and all that, and was able to maneuver around the brow so I didn't scoop up any hairs or anything like that. And all is well. So that it has been my experience. I had a good time yesterday just sitting around doing nothing but watching Netflix and gluing hairs to my face. What do you know? Now, this will be for you to do at home if you are also a licensed cosmetologist, of course. That's like a given, duh. Because you can kind of pick up on this. If you know how to create, here's another tip. This will also be for you if you know how to create a brow with a pencil or with pomade and a brush, and you could like create one by hand, right? Or like even for me, I can't draw, but I can draw me some brows. If you gave me a pencil and a piece of paper, I could construct a brow for you. Like I could do it in my sleep. Now, if you're comfortable doing that, if you're really good with creating brow that looks very natural and not like that super solid line, then you will probably be able to handle this. It'll be cool for you. If you're not that great with your with creating brows, if you're not that great with having a steady hand, and if you don't have patience, you probably want to go pay to get this done. So if you don't know how much that is, because I don't know, let me look it up. Eyebrow. Let's look it up together. You guys want to look at this with me before I continue typing? I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Let's have fun today. Okay, I love the weekends and hanging out with you guys. So let's display capture. Ta-da! All right. So here's my computer with all these crazy tabs over here. My computer's going to explode. So, eyebrow extensions. So yeah, like when I was looking at these pictures, I was like, holy smokes, I didn't know people could do that. But yeah, you know, if you're buying gel or whatever, the actual eyebrow gel and all that, it can be pretty expensive. However, it saves you time with makeup, and it also saves you from having to go and get it done because you can use the um, the gel over and over again. But before I got serious about it, I just wanted to kind of get an idea of the experience. But yeah, I started looking at this and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the before and after of so many of this. Um, so yeah, how much would it be? Best extensions. I'm in the DC area, as you guys know. So I'm just kind of like trying to find. Oh yeah, did y'all see this? Child, did you look at BuzzFeed? Oh my gosh. Did y'all see this? This is what really had me. I was like, what? Yeah, that one's okay. But like, do you see this? I still feel like they penciled this part in a little bit, but like, come on. Look at that, right? From that before, child. I didn't even have that to start with. Or even like these are really good. So I was like, yeah, I gotta check that out. So anyway, back to what I was looking for. See, I go off on a tangent. Okay, so let's say I wanted to go to Silver Spring and get these done. What are they charging? What y'all charging? Microblading. Downtown. Is that what this is called? Is that microblading? I don't even know. And I'm a stylist. This is sad. Okay, so it looks like they do classes on this. I think this was the tattoo. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I want extensions. There was a place. I thought my daughter looked up some place around here, and now I don't know. Let's look up how much. Okay. Oh my lord. Basic application starts at 50 typically. This is an average, you guys. So if somebody's charging you more in your area, it's because this is an average. So they charge above average. It could go up to $100, even $200. And the way I did mine would probably be somewhere between $100 and $200 because I have no brows. Okay. All right. So there you have it. So if you are someone who has the patience and you have the time and you can grab those hairs, I mean, like I really love this so much. This looks so good. And you can still move. It's not like you're going to feel like you got Botox. You know what I'm saying? You can, what are you talking about? What are you doing? Up, down. So it still looks very natural. Nobody will be able to tell. And that's it. So if you got any questions, about that, feel free to put it in the comments. I'll be excited to talk to you guys about it. All right, I am out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. I can't do my snap off anymore. Dang it, because this is live. Oh, the magic ain't here no more. All right, you guys, take care.